Alright guys, Sean here, and today we are going to talk about Black Clover chapter 235. The main reason why I am doing this video earlier than expected is because I am being told that we might end up having a double chapter release this week, which therefore means that I might end up having to do 2 videos on 2 separate chapters. Because of my timetable, I don't think I might have the time to make 2 videos on 2 separate chapters, so I decided to read the fans' translations. But in order to make sure that the content was okay, I had to make sure that the fans' translations I read were not that bad in terms of translation proper. And after rereading the translations, I think that the chapter was pretty well thought out by the translators and it was good. The only critic I had against it had to do with the naming of Zenon's subordinates. Other than that, I think they did a pretty good job, and without further ado, let's examine the chapter as we try to find and solve the riddle behind the chapter. So the first thing I have to talk about the chapter is the ease with which Zenon's men actually infiltrated the kingdom. But before that, we ended last chapter with Yuno being revealed to his past as he was revealed to be the crown prince of the Spade Kingdom, and Ralph actually wanted Yuno to return with him to the Spade Kingdom. But that situation ended up being unresolved as Yuno got a call that the Golden Dawn headquarters had been attacked and he actually left abruptly. Now we know Yuno's character and we know that he is the type of guy that is very protective of his friends. He was willing to sacrifice everything to protect Asta when Asta was being persecuted at the invitation of the Wizard King. So I think that that is not out of Yuno's character to act in that manner. So yeah. Now the ease with which Zenon's men got to the Golden Dawn headquarters shocked me, and that is because it actually raised a couple of eyebrows and questions. Now I'm not saying that Zenon would not be able to further any border guards, but even if he was to further border guards, information might have leaked or must have leaked that these guys had invaded the kingdom and were headed somewhere within the Clover Kingdom's territory. But the ease with which they got to the headquarters of the Golden Dawn itself was what shocked me, and immediately they got to the headquarters, they got attacked by a couple of mages, and Zenon basically did not do anything and his subordinates do the rest. Now there seemed to be one of them who talks about rankings within the Spade Kingdom army. So it appears a Spade Sergeant can release 5% of demonic power, which therefore means that Asta defeated a Spade Sergeant, because I think that the silhouette that was shown in the background was that of the leader of the Spade Kingdom squad that was in charge of the moving fortress Can Zero. So Asta took out a Spade Sergeant who could release 5% of demonic power. That might mean that Asta's powers are greater than 5%. Then we can clearly see that he himself is saying that he can release up to 40%. Now the reference there might actually be to himself or to all those who are of the pitch black apostles, or it could be a situation where he is the leader of the pitch black apostles and that's why he can tap up to 40%, whereas the others cannot tap up to 40%. Then he moves on to Zenon, whom he confirms is demon possessed and can tap up to 80% of the demonic powers. This means that Zenon's statements a couple of chapters ago are confirmed here. He has not mastered his demon completely, but is able to master 80% of his demonic powers. This had me wondering, what is the percentage mastery of Asta over his demonic powers? Let me hear your thoughts about that in the comment section. Then we proceed to Zenon, who easily is able to find William Vengeance, and then again William Vengeance is about to engage in battle against Zenon and Alekdora steps in. Alekdora tries his best, but he is pierced throughout the body because of Zenon's bones, and it is revealed that Zenon is able to use bone magic. Imagine my surprise to this, because I initially thought that the spell he had used to defeat the mages from the Diamond Kingdom would have been an elemental based spell or a spatial magic spell. So imagine my surprise to the fact that he could use basically bone magic. Now I don't know how this magic works, but he was able to summon many bones out of his body, and the bones themselves were what pierced Alekdora. Alekdora was not killed because William Vengeance stepped in and tried to save him, but the spell he used seemed to be having demonic ties. That actually had me wondering, so it might mean that William Vengeance is also one who possesses magic which is otherworldly, and that is one of the reasons why he wants him. But I think that the Dark Triad wants William Vengeance because of another purpose. It seems the World Tree magic might actually be much more important to the overall story plot than we had initially thought, so let's stay tuned for that. So William Vengeance and Zenon are about to engage in battle. I think that William Vengeance will not be able to stop Zenon. He might actually hold his own for a while, but I don't think he might be able to stop Zenon, so he might get captured. But the good thing is Yuno stepped in, and what happened was he met the leader, should I say, of the pitch black apostles, and the leader actually mocked Yuno into saying that he came late, and Yuno flew into a breach and is about to engage with this guy. So I think that in chapter 236 we might actually see the improvements Yuno has made with Sylph over the 6 months time skip, because we saw Asta's improvements and they were massive. So I expect at least the same from Yuno. But the problem here is Yuno is going to be fighting a task force that is far stronger than the one Asta had faced previously, so it will be cool to see how far Yuno is going to be able to resist. Then again, I still think that there might be some sort of reinforcements coming in, so let's stay tuned and see what Tabata has installed in that part. Now, another question I asked myself in this chapter was, how did Zenon and his men get to the headquarters of the Golden Dawn without even getting noticed at once? Now, it could be a situation where they killed each and every mage that Yuno could inform the others about their presence, but I think that there could be a traitor within the Clover Kingdom that's working with the Spade Kingdom, and that's how they got in. It might even be the case where the traitor is able to use spatial magic. Then again, Zenon folded the kingdom, so I won't be surprised if he's just too good and is able to defeat not only the border guards but move into the Clover Kingdom without any stress, because he knows that he could actually take on any mage thrown at him, and that's how they moved majestically from the borders to the headquarters of the Golden Dawn and are there right now. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section. Subscribe to become part of the Blizzard crew, hit the notification bell to get notified for future content, and as always, people, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.